So I was just talking to my son, and I explained, when I went to the army, it was a while back, but my mom, we were struggling, and my mom had wrote these bad checks, not bad checks, but you got those check cashing places where you write them for check, and they hold it, and they give you some money, and then if you can't pay it back, they cash it as a bad check. The DA comes after you, and so it's basically fucking extortion, right? Like I don't even know if they still do that, but you know, and then if you can't pay it, oh, you can just pay over the interest, kind of like those fucking evil ass pawn shops. But so my mom wrote some bad checks, and me and the wife, we were just down on our luck, man. Like a lot of our shit was overdue, and we were just out. And so I joined the army and got $20,000 sign on bonus, man, and went to Fort Benning. And this is back before the integration. It was just dudes and drill sergeant still, gave you a bunch of fucking shit. It was a lot hard, hard shit. Like my nephew went through recently, and it's still tough, but nothing like when I went through. And so when we went to Fort Benning, and I just had no idea that you could quit the fucking army, or that the army could quit you. You know, you can refuse to quit 3 times, refuse to train, and they call it a failure to adapt. Or if you can't pass the some of the requirements, that's also a failure to adapt. Or if you just don't like what the fuck's going on and shit, and you decide, hey, maybe I don't want to be a Joe, you can just leave. Our drills said, hey man, put your gun down and take a walk. We don't give a fuck. You leave the gun, and then we're gonna come after you if you take the gun. And so we was like, wow, okay. But yeah, man, you can quit the fucking army, but like I couldn't quit the army, because I needed that fucking $20,000 to take care of my family, But you know, I couldn't imagine that shit though. Imagine quitting and going home, be like, oh, what happened, or I was a bitch, but now you can only quit until basic training, right? Like if you finish basic training, when you first get there, they refer to you as an IET soldier, which is initial entry training. You're not a soldier, and they don't treat you like a soldier. And I always wonder why they treat you like shit and stuff. And I get it kind of because you want to call yourself a soldier, but you ain't a fucking soldier. You ain't done shit, right? But so you're an IET soldier until you pass basic training. Then you can't leave. Then the army can quit you. They can kick you out and shit, right? Whether it's a failure to adapt, medical, whether it's a broken leg or you're crazy. All kind of motherfuckers try to kill themselves before betting. Like this has the highest suicide rate in all the fucking army. The fucking vaginas took over. They would call it Fort Benning, but most of y'all know what I'm talking about out there in Georgia. But so there's a lot of fucking suicide at basic training. So before you pass basic training, you can just walk the fuck off. After you pass basic training, then now you're in. But yeah, man, you can quit the army. I mean, I don't know. Like I couldn't quit the army. I couldn't have imagined quitting the army and going home and telling people I was a bitch. But and the army can quit you. It's some fucking crazy shit. But so all the recruiters out there that the kid goes to MEPS and y'all tell him, oh man, you don't come back, you're AWOL. Hey, eat a dick. That's some fucking bullshit, man. And most of you fucking recruiters are fucking scumbags. Fucking Thresher, man, that motherfucker, he kept it real. Like a lot of people didn't like Sergeant Thresher, but he kept it real. And he told me what was up. But a lot of you fucking recruiters are scumbags. Oh, and Ivy. Hey, recruiter Ivy was fucking the shit. Matter of fact, when I got back from basic training, this kid came and trained with me at my gym, and I didn't realize it was a kid till he came back. And fucking Ivy was so cool. I was so happy to see him. Him and Thresher were the coolest motherfuckers in all of the army, man. So big shout out to Ivy and Thresher. I don't know, whatever happened to you guys. I think I got Ivy on Facebook, but we don't talk a whole lot. But shit happens. But yeah, a lot of scumbags, a lot of recruiters are fucking scumbags, man, and they try to scare these kids into thinking that they have to go to fucking basic training if they change their mind and shit. That's bullshit. And I really don't like that shit. They try to do that shit to my nephew.